back to the channel and welcome back to Farming Simulator 25. We're here on a new to FS25 map, but an old map. This is Midwest Horizon. Yes, we are already in flight mode. So I kind of did a zoom around on the map, try to get things loaded in, things like that. The original map was brought to Farming Simulator 2019 by TXR Mapping. And in 22, someone by the name of Tyson Dinitz, D-I-N-I-Z, converted it for 22. And now a gentleman that goes, well, it's itch.io is Farm with Mike. So just wanted to get that out there. If you're not familiar with this map, it is based very close to where I live. It's based on an area in Ohio called New Bremen, is the town. This offers great opportunities for building your own farm of any scale. Keep in mind, I did start this with the very first option you have, so you should be able to get farmland and equipment. But I think the other versions of it were the same way, where you don't get anything regardless of what you start with. Just as a heads up there. The guy that has brought this to 25 has decided to change as little as he could while also bringing it up to Farming Sim 25 standards. Let's see here. There's a co-op to buy seeds, lime, and fert, which has been added to the top right side of the map, which basically we can head down there and check that out. I mean, of course, there's a train going by outside. I don't know if you guys can hear that. It looks like it registers very little on my microphone, so you guys may not hear that. Which, if you don't, great. All right, so it looks like they are referring to this, which is awesome. Again, this is where you can buy seeds, lime, and fertilizer. There's 152 fields, numerous static farmyards. So basically, you can either choose one of the farmyards, which I was kind of looking around to see what's changed from what I remember. This one's definitely changed because I mean, he's using assets that are in 25 now. Obviously, a lot of the stuff from 22 or even 19 no longer are assets for 25, at least not yet. So he's trying to make do, and I appreciate that. But he's kind of made it a little better, in my opinion. Because I think this farmyard, had a barn that was kind of worthless. Unless we kind of made it worth something. So we at least have, some garages that make sense. Unfortunately, we still have a house that we cannot enter. Let's see here. The store itself is different. Looks like all the fields are pretty much the same. I mean, we got the mansion in there that is different. I believe most of the homes are going to be very basic. I'm not too concerned about the shadow that's across the land by any means. I don't know if that's just a conflict for a mod that I have, whether we are related. But the funny thing is, the map itself. So this was definitely taken from the original, and not much has changed aside from obviously making all the fields themselves up to 25 standards. But this is the shop spot. That's the way the PDF looks. So you pay attention to the way we're facing. We're facing over here towards the edge of the map. That's the edge of the map. Building should be right here. Not there. But again, using what he has, I cannot fault him for that. I just think it's funny that the PDF hasn't been updated for that. That's just my thing. The house across the street, again, no fence or anything. Keep in mind that this is his first project that he's tackled. And he's learning as he goes. So give him a break. I am. And if it really bothers me that certain things aren't the same way, I can do what I can to fix it. That's about all. Let's see here. Both grain cell points, which are from the original, I'm assuming, or at least 22, have been rebuilt. Basically, I'm assuming that's one of them. The other one, I think, is all the way across the map on the far left bottom corner of the map, which we can head over there. Gas station and dealership is from Riverbend, which is fine. The dairy is from one of the maps. He didn't specify which one. And he's going to work. Basically, it looks like a lot of this is placeholder related. Oh, there's another farm over here. Didn't realize there was a farm all the way down here. But it sounds like a lot of it is just placeholder related, and that as he goes on with time, he's going to update those. Basically, as mods become more readily available. Oh, this has changed a little bit. I do like that, and I kind of like the fact that you have the way station when you go in, and then one when you leave, and that's kind of how you get paid. That's how they know how much grain you've delivered. So, um, and he's also changed out some of the maps or some of the buildings throughout the map, which is fine. Again, sounds like it may be placeholder related. You mentioned something about the animal dealership is not in an area he is happy with, but which is this very basic, but again, it's a placeholder. So he talks about field 18 and 131. Let's see if we can find it here real quick. Okay, so there's field 18, there's 131. You will see 153. Oh, right here. Let's see here. What does he say about it? If you purchase that for $0, which it says right there, it'll give you all the land the roads are on, as well as the areas in between the fields. So obviously for $0, we'll go ahead and buy that. So that way, we don't keep getting an error of, you don't own that land. That's annoying as heck. All right. So another thing, the areas are subject to change as he updates the farmlands. Farmland 156, as well as a few others so far, will give you access to those farmlands. Huh? What did I miss? Okay, so that's 157 that we just dealt with. What's he talking about with 156? Unless he mistyped and he meant 157? Because you can see that he's got different ones, kind of sporadic. That's because he kind of looked like he made everything set up to be purchased. So you could theoretically do a challenge where you, if you really wanted to, purchase everything on the map. I'm trying to see if I can find this 156. He's going to continue updating the map. The buildings on those farmlands will not be able to be sold once the land is bought. Okay. Okay, so just like everything else, you don't own anything until you purchase the land. Once you purchase the land, the buildings you can remove. If you have white buildings, read the white buildings devlog on his itch.io. He looks like he's made a few changes to the animalfood.xml. And it looks like you can actually make your own personal changes as you wish. Let's see here. Looks like rye, triticale, green rye, and silage corn are a part of this as well, courtesy of Fals Agrar. I apologize if I slaughter these names. But yeah, you'll have to check out his itch.io. Again, that's farmwithmike.itch.io. And he's got a few maps out there that he's either helped with or otherwise. So take a look. Definitely seems like this is more in a beta stage, but it is available for just about anyone. And no, I didn't pay for it. But yeah, just something to for you guys to look at because I've always loved this particular map. So obviously there's a few issues with some of the road because like let's see here. Yeah, so if you look at this, you can kind of tell this was taken from the original, but then all the other stuff, all the other straight roads and curves are a little bit more so for 25 version versus anything else. So again, it seems to be very early stages. I did not pay attention as far as when it was released, but yeah, so take it with a grain of salt. Looks like that's, oh no, that actually is supposed to be here. I may have to take a look at his White Buildings devlog thing to see exactly what he's referring to. Because there are a couple of just plain white buildings, and if they're supposed to be like that, great. If not, you like that, you see the green on it. Perfect. I forgot that this comes all the way back here and ends. Ooh, I kind of like this yard. I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do if I'm going to do my own thing. This is actually the home or farmyard that I had initially bought and worked on, because I think in the original in 19 you could actually get this in new farmer mode. It's got some, I think, some equipment. I could be wrong. Either that or it was just kind of centralized and I liked it, so I went with it. So but yeah, all the fields minus, all your gates and fences and everything, which if you're like me and you tend to download a lot of mods, it's not a bad thing. They still got the creek crossing there. Not a lot of trees over here like there used to be. But again, take it for what it is. I'm trying to. Just trying to think of how there. I thought there was a crossing over here somewhere. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, there it is. From that home, because I'm just kind of briefly trying to think of where all I've had farms at, because I swear I've had a farm on just about every single area there is at one point or another. So I'm going to have some fun on this map, whether or not I record it for you guys later on down the road. We'll see. I think it's just going to be one of those things that if there's a massive update to it, I'll bring it back to show you guys. Man, this is all grass ready to harvest. Lovely. There used to be, I want to say, 2 different fields down through here, but it was just because there was a lot more trees. But yeah, it's gonna be a nice, quick, easy, simple video for you guys. I'm just seeing all the possibilities with the way everything is. Looks like a chicken pen, maybe a pig pen. But I wonder if once we buy it, if we can actually use it for an animal pen, or if it's one of those deals that we're gonna have to sell it and put our own down. But I do like the fact that we have some bins here, some harvest store systems as well. Just a really nice, well-built map. Farms themselves look really well built. I think some of you might remember that I actually took this field, or no, I took this field, built you basically put a massive barn shed thing right here in the grass field, and then had a road kind of snake around back through here into the forest, and I had my home built back here. Maybe I'll do that again or something similar, but maybe not. I'm still thinking of possibly doing what I was trying to do at one point and use this grass field, but then you have to worry about going through this farmer's area. And I don't know if I really like that. Maybe we'll have to build our own way out. Or maybe just snake it over here. So many opportunities. I think we're gonna have fun with this, guys. Again, this is Midwest Horizon, if you're curious. It is out, and it's on, with it being on itch.io, you do have the opportunity to donate, pay for it. I haven't done that yet because I kind of want to take a look at it. I'll probably send a donation here before too long, or at least try to, because I do try to let these guys know that their work is definitely appreciated. So anyway, guys, definitely like what you see. If you catch yourself watching more than one of my videos, please do us both a favor and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. That bell will let you be notified of every single video I post, and not just a few here and there. If you made it this far in the video, I want to say thank you, and I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you. And I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. So with all that being said, we'll catch you next episode. Take care. Peace.